Hi there, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today's little chat is about something that I feel is really widespread and it's just facing our society, and I see it everywhere. And I had a conversation with a friend who'd recently come back from a beautiful place in Australia called the Whitsundays, which is just amazing beaches and just gorgeous. And she commented that while she was away, she noticed so many people on their phones, particularly sad was like families of four sitting around and each one on their phone. And this is something I've wanted to chat about for a while because I think it's affecting a lot of people, and I think it's an issue that really does need to be spoken about. And I've done a lot of thinking about this, and I've done a lot of workshopping these ideas. We'll kick off. Basically, it's about phone addiction, social media, or using your phone, whether it be just constantly going back to your phone, being led by your notifications, and just having not much boundaries around the smartphone use. So I've developed a little bit of a checklist, and I've worked online to look at this checklist. And basically, do you pick up your phone first thing in the morning as soon as you wake up? Is that something that you feel compelled to do? You pick it up straight away? Do you lose track of time when you're scrolling? So you're just like doomsday scrolling, you lose track of time. Do you stay up later than you want to or planned because you're on your phone? And that means being on it right up to the last minutes of the night before you actually get into bed. Do you sleep with your phone next to you? Do you give up other experiences like family time, reading to your children, playing with your children, going out into nature, to actually just be on your phone? Are you giving up, life experiences? Or like my friend commented, you're going away to a beautiful place, but you're not in the place, you're actually just in your phone. Do you do that? And also, have you had arguments with loved ones over your phone use? Has that caused issues in your relationships? Have other people felt second best to your phone and communicated that with you? Can you go to the toilet without your phone? Like, you always take your phone into the toilet and stay in there for ages scrolling on your phone? Can you actually go to the toilet without your phone and just be with your own thoughts? These questions are really important to think about. It is really easy to get stuck into this habit of any spare time, any moment that you're free, to just pick up and default to the phone. It's so much healthier if you can observe your behavior with your phone. Your phone is really useful. You can use it for great things. Don't get me wrong. It can be used to listen to inspiring podcasts. You can research things. You can call loved ones. You can do great things with it. You can use it for creativity, for photography. You can make content. You can do things that are creative with your phone. So I'm not someone who looks at life in all black and white. There are nuances. I'm not here to say smartphones are bad. I think it's really about our behavior with them, and it's about looking at what we are using them for. Now, if you're using your phone, you're constantly going back to it to check it, or you're on social media or YouTube a lot during the day, and your screen time hours are quite a lot in the day, and you feel like you don't really go without it. You wake up first thing with it. You go to bed. Before you go to bed, you're on it, and you're putting it before other things. I think that you've got an issue with it. You've got an issue with it. And if you start to try to bring awareness of how many times a day do you check your phone? Do you always have your phone in your pocket or next to you? How do you feel going out for a walk or doing something without your phone? Can you spend the first hour when you wake up, or first few hours when you wake up, and the last few hours at night without checking your phone, without being on your phone? These things are really important to think about. It's critical as well if you're a parent and you're modeling this behavior in front of your children. How often do your children see you on your phone? Are you present with them, or are you on your phone? I see parents at playgrounds, at libraries, at sports events, at pools on their phone. Now, sometimes you need to use the phone. You need to send a text to someone. You might need to quickly pay a bill, but I'm talking about visibly seeing parents sitting at the park while their children are playing, scrolling on their phones I've observed it for the whole time their kids are playing. Their kids are playing and they're looking up at their parents for their parents to see what they're doing, and their parents have their heads in their phone, and it is devastating. Honestly, it is so devastating to see that these children are missing out on their parents' attention and love and their parents being present, because their parents are fundamentally addicted to the phone, and they take their kids to the park. They think they're doing the right thing by taking their kids to the park, but they're sitting back there and they're got their head down and they're scrolling away on their feeds while their children are looking up for acknowledgement and they're not present. And this breaks my heart. This breaks my heart. Even seeing parents take their children out and they're allowing screens at the table, at the dinner table, or screens in the shopping trolley, or screens in the car. There's like no place where it seems that they could go without having the child on the screen. I've even seen a child at the zoo where there's so much to see and do, amazing animals from all around the world, and the child is on the screen. And I know I sound very worked up about this and I'm very passionate about this, but this is really, really an issue. And it's different to TV. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, well, TV's been around a long time, and I guess, you could check out by watching TV or reading something. But the thing is, it's different. TV stays in your house. These phones, they can go everywhere and anywhere. So they are out with you constantly. And people are lacking awareness around it. They're missing out on beautiful moments of their children. Their children and loved ones are feeling second best to the phone, and they are scrolling, or they're watching YouTube videos or shorts or whatever it is, instead of living life and being in the here and now. I'm not saying don't do it. I think I've used the screen now. I've reduced my use to about 10 to 15 minutes a day of scrolling, and that's usually right at the end of the day when my children have gone to bed, or say if I've got no children with me and my baby's having a nap, I might do that. Otherwise, it might be a message to a mum's group I'm part of or something, and it feels so good to not be consumed by all that information. We don't need all that information. It is a distraction. It is a major distraction. It's also important to see what's in your feed, because you can learn great things. Like I have follow certain positive parenting or conscious parenting, Instagram channels and things like that. And I learn great things, and I share some great things with my friends and partner, as do my friends with me. As I said at the beginning, this is not all about that it's all bad. Social media is all bad. It is not that simplistic, but it is really, really important that you're aware of your phone use and you're not wasting your life away scrolling on a phone when you could be creating, you could be reading, you could be walking, you could be present and playing with your children, you could be cuddling your partner. Do you touch your phone more than you touch your family? Think about it. Have you got your phone in your hand more than you give affection and physical affection and touch to your loved ones? It's a sad state that I see people in. It's a sad state because it's the same as any other addiction. When it's that behavior, it's basically seeking a quick dopamine hit from jumping on your phone and scrolling and thinking you are going to find something scrolling that is better than the present moment, and the eternal search for that. Get real with it. Get honest with yourself. Have some balance. Think about your behavior on your phone. Think about how others feel around you when you are on your phone. Think about what it looks like to your children. And if you are on your phone for other purposes, like you're paying a bill or you're doing an online course or you're following up a friend's message or something, or you're looking up a recipe, if it's for another reason, it's really great if you do have children or a partner. You can say to them, I'm just paying a bill now, or I'm just messaging my friend, Sarah, or whatever it is, or I'm just looking up this recipe for this meal I'm going to make. let them know what you're doing on your phone, because people don't know what you're doing on your phone. And when you can kind of explain it, if it's something constructive, they can understand what you're doing. You're modeling to your children what sort of behavior you want to do, what you want to do on your phone, what you want to use your phone for. Have a purpose. You explain to your partner, that you're actually on it, reasons for being on it. Be transparent, like, if you are on your phone all the time and you're just in the bathroom for many times a day and you're just in there locked away, it makes people feel like you're secretive with your phone. It can put strain on relationships. It can make your partner question what you're doing. It can make someone feel uncertain where they can trust you. Are you in there messaging other people? What are you in there? Why are you secretly on? Why are you locking yourself away and you have to be on your phone in secret? Fair enough. Like, you don't have to feel like you have to show everything, but just be transparent with your phone. Be open and explain what you're doing with it, and have limits to scrolling. Have limits to when and where and why you use your phone. Now, I know it's really confronting because all of us, the phones have taken over and they're really present in our life. And as I said, they can be used for good, but really, honestly, think about what you're using it for. Try to be more of a creator than a consumer. Try to think about what messages you're spreading with your phone, and observe how it makes you feel. If you spend hours just randomly scrolling on your phone as opposed to getting some things done and being really productive, like cleaning the house or achieving something, studying or reading a book, just observe the feelings of what you feel, the difference between the feelings, and get curious with it. Get curious with it. How does it make me feel when I wake up and go straight onto social media and have all that influx of information? How are my sleep patterns when I'm using my phone right up to when I go to bed? What is the impact on my relationships of constantly being on my phone? What are my children learning? How are my children's habits around screens? Just get real with yourself, be curious, and try to have some balance. Try to use it constructively.